Thank you, Laskin Coyle. This is a very timely motion, given the appointment of my colleague, Deputy Alex White, as the new Minister of State with responsibility for drug and alcohol policy. The media discussion in recent weeks has been all about the politics of health, and I thank Deputy Martin O'Sullivan for giving us this opportunity to return to the policy and vision we have for our health service, and in particular to focus on addiction services. I'd like to take this opportunity to commend the former Minister Roisin Shortall on her work in this area in her brief tenure as Minister. In particular, I'd like to thank her for the support she offered to me in relation to drug projects in my own area of Ballyfermot. Minister Shortall was not the first Labour Minister to address this issue, nor will she be the last. In 1997, it was Minister Pat Rabbitte who set up 13 local drug task forces, including one in Ballyfermot. And these task forces form the central plank of intervention in many communities. The government has made 31 million available to support the activity of drug task forces this year, and this is very, very welcome. The job of reviewing these task forces now falls to the new Minister, Alex White. This review will seek to strengthen the effectiveness of the drug task forces and improve accountability, and I wish the Minister every success in that. The problem of addiction cannot be tackled by the Department of Health alone. The National Addiction Strategy and the programme of the government recognise this. With this in mind, the previous government mainstreamed funding for community drug projects across a variety of departments. But since 2008, when ministers were faced with reducing budgets, often it was that mainstream funding, not considered a core activity of those departments, which was the first to go.
Just 1 minute, Deputy.
Minister White alluded to the streamlining of funding arrangements for community drug projects as part of his review, and this would bring welcome clarity and security to projects. The Ballyfermot Star, which provides much-needed counselling and support service to substance abusers and their families, is one of these projects which lost its mainstream funding from the Department of the Environment last year. And last year we had to campaign and secured a one-year reprieve, sourcing the necessary funding through Minister Phil Hogan and Dublin City Council, and securing the position of 3 key members of staff for the STAR project for 2012. And as we face into this new year, the future of these projects are again in doubt. And I hope that the new Minister will prioritise and protect this most valuable service, recognise its value as a template for interventions in other communities, and ensure that the necessary funding will be made available in the budget for 2013. I'd like to wish the Minister White every success in tackling the scourge of drug and alcohol misuse in our society.
Thank you, Deputy.
It's a very important issue. I look forward to working
colleague.
with Mr White over the coming years to tackle the problem of addiction which faces Dublin and so many, many communities all over the country.